Hi there, Ron here of Variable Play, and welcome to Open Game Night.
Open game night.
Yay!
Good evening,
Open
folks.
game night. Dun, dun, dun,
Hello.
dun. Hi everyone, I'm
Yes,
Hello,
Denmark.
energy.
bros.
I'm Keo,
There we go.
and that's
Hello.
Ron. That's Ron over
Hello.
there. There you go.
Hey Morgan. Hey Clint. Hey Arnell. Hey Morgan. Hey
Hey,
Clint. Hey, I've said that already. Sakto itong
Hey,
episode na to.
Morgan.
Yay! Good evening. Good
this is
evening,
exact
handsomes.
exact
Whoa.
people we need to talk about.
Cool. Cool. Welcome everybody. And tonight we are actually excited for this topic, and we've done this topic before, like 4 years ago. 3 years ago. Hey Dwayne, hello. Am I right, Ron? Somewhere there, right? 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Dwayne.
I think we did it for, and there's always a reasoning why we did it right after something.
Right.
So the tendency is that right after um, our medyo successful natin na event, si
Mhm.
Bacon
Pwede naman
2022.
magtaas ng bangko pag totoo. So, okay lang.
Kahit wala nang medyo.
Never mind. Anyway, yes, Ron.
yung minsang
So,
successful.
minsanan lang naman. So, buti
Oo.
pinagbibigyan nyo kami.
Pagbibigyan
Sorry, may
naman.
hangover pa
Salamat
ako.
po.
Napatagalog ako kay, kay Bayaw. Bayaw.
You did an interview with him?
No, we did a very quick, like sumingit lang ako sa kanya, super busy schedule. And we played Plataforma.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
That is so
Hey,
awesome.
folks, if you haven't seen the
Sobrang niya
video, it's
astig.
up and valuable play.
Sobrang niya astig. Tipong talagang pag bro, nandito ako sa likod. Okay, sir. Sige po, sir. Pagdating ko doon, may mga nakahawak lang ng green screen. Nandun siya sa isang likod ng isang restaurant. Tapos nag-shoot siya ng mga episodes niya. Tapos parang right after that, nandun yung kakainin niya for lunch. So parang ganun yung itsura namin na parang nakapila lang.
That
Yeah,
is
sobrang
too.
busy.
That is too
Yes.
much. So much busy. But
Ang
right,
aking
Ron
alter
was talking
ego.
about.
I'm
Ron was
Raymond.
actually saying that after BAECON,
Yeah, so
the way we measure
ano
success was not how many people, right? But how many people are interested to actually be part of a community and start a
Yeah.
new group, right? Okay, you were saying.
form
I just
game
had to
groups.
finish that one.
Normally, thank you for bringing me back. The measurement was on how many game groups actually come out of BACON.
Right.
Kasi
Right.
I think that's the more sustainable output. Na it's not just the success of the event. The success is actually driven by if people are encouraged to form game groups and actually
Right.
become regular game groups, then they would
Mhm.
become pockets of gaming in the future. So that's always been
Correct.
the call out.
Community
Of,
building.
Hey,
Yes.
Abby.
Hey,
Hey,
Abby.
Abby.
Good evening.
Imagination.
So, like for
Never mind.
The fact that you play a game and you did finish it, and like, okay, where do you live? I'll add
We're
you on
gonna finish
Facebook.
this.
We're gonna finish this. Do you have a game? I have this game. All right, let's do this.
Yeah. So
and from there, something blossoms to be something bigger.
So pre-pandemic, well, actually that's how BACON started, right? Like 10 open game night groups that actually just said, hey, each of us, each member will just invite at least 5 to 10. Let's try to have a convention. Boom, pretty soon we have 80 to 100, which we weren't expecting.
Oh yeah,
But
that was
hey,
tight.
Absolutely.
That happened. And right now, 4 BACONs later, I can't say 4 years later because we were blipped out by
BACONs later.
Thanos for 2 years, right? So 4 BACONs later, it's still the same. People will still want to be part of a community game, discover new games. People that they met playing during BACON, they actually made good relationships with that people and just like, hey, let's continue playing. You're a nice guy. You seem like a nice person. Let's continue playing. And that's what we're going to talk about. Hopefully, this episode would help you if you're like on the fringe or on the fence and thinking about, Should I? How? When?
Why? Why?
Yeah, just
Or
now that you're interested in forming your game group, and how do you begin? Like, how what are the
right.
steps to take? And we've created articles, we've created episodes on this, so we're just gonna revisit those ideas. It's not that
Call this
complex.
revisit, right?
And But it's always been, as what we share always in variable play, it's driven by values. We have welcomeness, openness,
Welcome, open,
supportiveness,
support,
regularity, and then nadagdagan ng bago, si safety.
consistency. What? Oh,
So the fifth
wait.
value, meron tayo. Fifth value is
Why?
safety.
Because we're OC that way. We cannot leave it at 4.
No,
We need
because
to
of
have-
pandemic and
Oh, right. Correct. I thought it
so
was our
nadagdagan siya.
OCness
Nadagdagan siya ng
kicking in.
safety.
So we'll be
So
talking about
welcomeness,
that,
yeah.
right?
So we'll go through,
In
and then we'll tie in the core values that we
correct.
often share to our content creators, to our volunteers, to the different tabletop advocates that
Mm.
run different game groups. Um, we feel that the reason why we have this success is we follow those values, so sort of like a litmus test, and then it helps us, you know, grow our game groups as we
Right.
play week after week or whatever the schedule may be.
Week after week. So we're gonna be doing
Wow,
that in
that's
a while.
fast.
But before we do that, we actually would like to do this thing called what have you played this week? And it's part of us encouraging one another to continue playing, or inggitin mo na lang sila na nakakapaglaro ka at sila walang time. Anything.
You know, I think that's the first time I actually heard you then like explain why we ask each
Why we do
other- why we
Oh.
actually ask each other why we play.
I always thought it's for us to actually be jealous of others who are playing these games. So that when we get together, bring that game.
You played
We-
that game. You bought that game.
Bring that game. We're playing that game, right? So anyway, so just quick fire hits. What have you guys been playing?
Yeah, so my most recent plays, I got to play I got to attend over the weekend a couple of gaming conventions. Saturday I attended the Tavern at Vertis North, and then Sunday I
Mhm.
attended All Aboard. So Saturday I got to play Waterdeep again, so super fun. It's really great to share Waterdeep with more people because if they haven't
But it's
played
2
or
players.
experienced, it is 2 players. We were waiting for other players, and it was the perfect, like, super quick, but very heavy war game that you can enjoy. Then we played Blood Rage Painted, so it was
I
pretty nice.
miss Blood. Oh, so that's Sir Freddy's Blood Rage. Okay, now it makes sense.
Yes,
All right.
yes,
Cool.
yes. And then Sunday at All Aboard, I got to teach Call to Adventure, so pretty fun, and Folded Wishes. So those are the games
What?
Of course.
that,
What's that game?
yeah.
What's that
Hey,
game?
Mark.
Medyo okay siya. Okay naman.
Ayos lang. Medyo wala eh. Di
Sakto
galing,
lang.
ano yun eh. Di galing sa Kickstarter. So, alam mo na. So, yeah. So, hello, Aldrich. Hello, Ace. Thanks for joining. So, hey, you had a very eventful weekend. And like
Mhm.
what I'm saying, jealousy that you get to go into.
Like, oh wow, you get to play with all
We get
those
gaming.
games in one day.
Hey,
Wow.
speaking of, there is a white-out version of what was that game you were mentioning? 2-player Watergate. They're gonna release
Ah.
a white cover version, and I don't know if the art is also gonna be
Ooh.
different, but there's gonna be a white-out version of it. The
Ooh,
white
that
box.
is interesting.
Hey, Kenneth. Hello.
Hey,
Yes, there
Ken.
is. So
What's up,
maybe the
man?
art will be different. Alright. So Blood Rage. I was actually gonna put a call out into our chat room because I want to share it to teach that game on Monday, and I have to get to that. So if you ever have a Blood Rage and you're near Cavite, can I borrow for just one day? And I'll give it back to you. So,
Maglaro ka na rin, nandun ka na, di ba?
yeah,
Magpapairam ka na ng
sure.
game, sumama ka na.
Sabay mo na.
Right.
Oo,
All right.
na eh.
Kyo, what have you been playing? Besides
again,
opening a box, a pack,
of boosters.
boosters, a box of boosters.
Box of boosters. That's not playing. Technically, that's not playing. That's opening. That's unboxing. But yeah, I've been actually organizing a lot of my D&D adventure board games because ever
Ooh.
since that BAECON event and that group, you guys know who you are. I suddenly had the urge to evaluate all of the
Life choices.
components,
Oh,
the
okay. Okay.
choices. I actually even ordered to create new cards for it,
Hey, Ivan.
and
Nice.
then Nico also offered to provide standees. Ooh.
Ooh.
And because of that, I've been very
Bling.
busy with blinging up my stuff. So whoever wants to play a Dungeons and Dragons adventure board game with me, there's gonna be a very, very extensive character creation rather than choosing for one out of the 5 characters. No, I think I have had 5, 10, 15, 20 plus characters to choose from,
Classes. All right.
plus
Cool.
classes, plus races, and all that. And
Ooh,
I've
that's
been
gonna be
playing a digital game, which I'm sure Jake, if you're watching right now,
Nice on the
he's
field. Still
he's-
left him
he's-
yesterday.
he's gonna he's gonna create a review about it. So watch out for that.
Oh, cool.
It's a
Jake
game
Geeks
called-
Out, right?
Yeah, Jake Geeks Out. It's called Stacklands, and it's a very good card game on Steam. It's very simple, very affordable, and wow, is it a time sink. I won't give the details. I'll leave it up to Jake to do that for me. But if you have a chance to check it out on Steam, go ahead. Stacklands.
Cool. Cool.
Ay,
My turn.
nabudol na ako.
My turn.
Nabudol na si Don. He bought it.
True to our name, Variabudal Play. Doesn't matter if it's board games, CCGs, TCGs, or video
Yeah.
games. Welcome to
Supportive
Variabudal
tayo
Play.
Di ba sabi
Everyone.
nga eh, supportiveness.
Paint.
Enablers.
Enablers, right? So,
Partner.
games I've been playing are also from BAECON Fever, a group from BAECON that I hanged out with during BAECON. Hi, Danilin. Came over and they were like, "You promised us," because BAECON was like, "Yeah," because it was like, "Hey, after this game, can you teach us like medium weight meaty games so that oh budol that
Oh,
quick."
yes, see, dude, it's so affordable and wala pang sale yan, ha? Kaya nga, I'm surprised, like,
Yan
what?
tayo eh, yan tayo.
Yan tayo eh.
Nandito si Danilin, mabubudol din niya. Anyway,
Naku.
so they were like, they were asking me during BAECON, teach us a medium weight game. And I was like, sure, after I teach this game. And I never got back to them. Because it was like, it was like, I'm gonna teach mind management, and then I had to teach Concordia, and then I had to teach. It was like pretty soon our schedules did not sync, so they came over and I taught them a few games, and one I taught them Clank.
Oh,
And
nice.
it was the first time they played Clank, and they loved it. So, yeah, they
RFS.
loved it so much. I don't own Clank anymore. It's
Oh,
not in my
okay.
shelf anymore.
Wow, Buddha!
Nabudol nila ako. Sila yung nakabudol sa akin. Nawala
Ayos.
sa shelf ko. And then, after that one, I taught them Orleans. And
Nice.
it made me remember why I love that game so much and why it's a really, really good game. After like 2 years, I finally get to play it again. It was like, wow, every time I play this game, it just reminds you how good this game is. And it's just sad that producer, wait, no, the publishers, DLP and TMG have actually shut down. So,
Yeah.
guys, if you have games from DLP, TMG, try to hold on to them because there's a most of their games will not be reproduced anymore unless it's the vassal law, which says if your game's really good, someone's gonna pick it up and produce it again. So I thought
Those,
it to
I
them.
am sure, will get reprinted.
I know, but the price right now is brand new. It's 3.5.
Wow.
That's the rate that I've seen. It's sealed, so
That's
it's
not
up to
bad.
you.
I
Not
remember
bad,
buying
right?
that for like 3.6 or something.
Oh, there you go. So there's hope. Hopefully, right? The Capstone Games got it. They're also a good publisher, so we'll see. And finally, last game that we played because it was like then we had dinner and then it was like late in the evening and they still want to play. We played the reason why we have Solo Board Gamers PH. We played Kanagawa, and that was the game that actually got Clint. One of the first games that unlocked Clint's exposure to board gaming, and they loved it also. So it's like, so I asked them, busog na kayo sa medium weight, kulang pa daw. So I think on Monday we have Lock Up, Ginkopolis, and either VT or Concordia in the list. So the I'm having fun because I get to play my old games and not just teach them, actually play the games that I own and enjoy it again. So
Nice.
there you go. Oh, there you go. Someone's watching.
Thirsty.
Right there. We have to
So,
say
kay Denmark ko lang nakita ang thirsty tweets for tabletop games.
something new, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, we can add that.
Abby played Consumption this whole week. And
Nice.
later Merv and Rolling Realms. Rolling Realms, that was it was 2020, right? Right smack dead in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Jamie came up with that one. Clint had Wild Serengeti, puzzly type game. Hey, I haven't heard of that. Or maybe I've seen it. Can't remember.
Ooh, Serengeti, wow.
Clint did an unboxing already.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Battletech CCG, Packet Sub,
Battletech CCG. Wow.
mga
What
tito.
Shows you our age.
Yeah.
Hoy, mga tito, nakapaghalata kayo.
Astig.
You don't know what Battletech is?
Wala na nga yung mix niya.
Back in
Hindi
my
na,
day. Battletech was
what else? Yeah, there you go. Oh, wait. Twinkle get the capstone version. It includes someone. Variable play said.
someone
That's
is
not
giving
me.
advice.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Corix. It's been a long time.
Hey.
Alabang. Last time I
Yes.
seen you was in Brothers Burger. If I'm not mistaken, that long.
No.
Can't wait.
When?
Yeah.
It was
Coco Hut.
the pub.
No. It's longer. When?
The pub.
The pub.
Oh,
that-
yeah. Yeah, when we moved places again. But hey, nice seeing you again. All right, so those were the games that all of us have been playing, and hopefully you still continue to play. It's kind of a long weekend again for this weekend for Saturday, Sunday, because there's no work on Monday. But please vote responsibly, vote according to your values, and vote for the future of the Philippines, no matter what you believe in. Okay, so just think about that. All right.
It's your right. Use it. Use your rights.
No. Yes, someone
Mm.
noted there's a lot of from 60 I'm down to 40, and these are the non-negotiables now. Wait, I think I have one more that needs to one more that's very negotiable, and then everything else is games that my family love, I love, and my staples. So, kaya nga Ronnie kanina nagpapasponsor ako kay Morgan ng Burgundy Super Deluxe version. Dito,
Ah.
pwede dito, may space dito. Dito.
Yung ceramic na castle.
Ceramic
Ano
castle, oh.
ilalagay?
Payagan mo na si Morgan, Ronnie, para naman may bago. Oh, so
Okay,
call
sige,
out,
nandun na
someone's
kami.
looking for Dark Souls. Baka meron kayo dyan.
Ang mga may Dark Souls dyan.
Dark
pa-
Souls,
this
complete
is the-
collection.
Pamain na lang po. Naging sale na yan.
Oh, hold on. Are we that channel now?
No, not yet. Okay, we're jumping.
Wait lang.
With a
Wait lang.
stepping
Pwede
stone.
yan, no? Kita niyo yung mga boxes ng bacon, no?
It's still
Over there.
So, pero yung Dark Souls kanina, is it the Dark Souls big board game
sponsor kami.
or the Dark Souls na card game? I think there was two na Dark Souls.
No, I think the Dark Souls was the board game, and then the Bloodborne was the card game.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mind management, mind daw. Okay. Mind.
Wala, X ang mind management. X.
You gotta dance first.
Hey, new names. Hi, Yama. Hi, Yama Navata.
Hello,
Hi,
Yama.
Julius.
The baseboard game.
Who else is here? New names.
Wait, are we selling your board game
Ano ba
collection?
to? Ba't yung mga games ko yung mga nilalagay? Lagyan yung games ni Ron. Games with Panamax. Si Kyo, may talisman kompleto.
Don't,
Yung
don't mind like that's only background. That's a virtual background. You can't see it. It's color blue.
All right, there you go.
Blue there.
May brew crafters pa doon, no? Oh. All right,
Alright.
sige. Okay, so we're going to our topic. But before, wala pala tayong stinger. Kabila pala may nakalimutan ko. Wala pala wrong show. I'm sorry.
Also, there really is a Dark Souls
Yun ba yun?
card game.
Yun ba yun? Wait lang. May gitara ako dito sa likod.
Not Bloodborne?
wrong show. Akala ko meron stinger. May stinger kasi sa unang show.
Alam ko meron
Ito pala.
Dark Souls nga na card game. Alam ko meron.
Meron. All right.
Alam ko kasi Bloodborne eh. Well,
Pero
anyway,
board game
they all
daw.
look alike.
hinahanap.
Yeah, board game. The complete collection.
All
KS
about
edition.
pain.
OMG. 16,000 daw. Someone's selling it for
Oh my
16,000.
gosh. Don't have that money. If you didn't know the news, we did a news yesterday and we were talking about how shipping prices are really, really, really going through the roof.
Yeah.
Like
Everything
really
It's,
going.
Which
yeah.
is why it is more critical to form board game groups,
Correct.
tabletop groups, so that you can maximize
Your shipping cart!
Who gets the number one shipping cart? Number
Paging
Yeah.
Morgan!
who owns the games?
Yes.
Who owns the games? Kasi if you can share
Isa-isa
the
lang
load with more
bili,
people,
di ba? Sa game group nyo, pag meron na may isa, huwag ka na bumili. Natalis talaga gusto mo yung game, di ba? Tipid-tipid.
Add to cart lang.
Cool.
Puros
Uy, huwag nyo napansinin yung mind management. Wala yan. Ano lang yan? Box lang, walang laman yan. Okay.
Lang yan.
So, after BAECON or Advent, am I right? At the advent of BAECON, we're gonna be talking about tips on starting your own open game night game group. That's where our show came from, Open Game Night. And of course, Ron will be talking about the values that are instilled. If you want to follow how
Yes.
variable play community does it, we're gonna be talking about the values included in it. But we would also like, pati ba naman, nadidistract ko, pati ba naman yung alaga ko, kukunin mo pa.
That's yeah, I mean that's hard to find, dude. Not many people know
Yeah.
that.
So,
Look how neat they are.
anyway, so we also would like to hear if you've started your own group or if you have tips on how to start or sustain a open game night group or a game group. Please type it on the chat, and we're gonna be including it in our discussion today. So we have a few tips. I think we have 4, but it's gonna go.
Mhm.
I bet it's gonna go way more than 4 because somewhere along the way we're gonna be thinking about something to add. So we're gonna be talking about that one starting
Yeah. First one.
now.
First up
All right,
is
go.
how do you scout? How do you scout for the venue? What is the ideal venue for an open game night? So,
Yan.
okay,
Yan.
qualify lang natin. Of course, you can have game nights at home. That is
Yes.
definitely a viable option. But if you are growing a community, medyo challenging minsan din if it's your home. You have to now open your home
Yeah.
to strangers,
Yeah.
which might
Correct.
be not something that you want to advertise on social media. Hey guys, we have an open game group. Come to my house, right? And then you're gonna post it on
Wow.
Philippine Game Traders or PBE and Tabletop Gateway. So medyo that might be a little bit more challenging. So the way we scout or the way we select our venues at that time, um, we want to consider accessibility. So
Uh-huh.
is there a commute, a good decent, is it something that's easy to commute to? Is there parking? So it's also another consideration.
Uh-huh.
And you want to now, once you have it's a decent venue, you want to check the time schedule, how late they are open.
Because
Kasi-
we leave late.
Because board games just extend. One game na lang. One more
Magkala mo
hour.
nang uwi.
2 more
Don't
hours.
do it.
Wag mo
Papagalitan na ako. Hindi. Papagalitan ka na rin
Yung-
naman eh. Huwag ka na umuwi.
Yung sasabihin ka na na tapos nasarado na natin lahat sa BAECON. Tapos sabi, ano na Ron, okay na yung sa Kemet. I think nasa mga na kami, parang last round na lang. Sabi ko last round, 5 turns yun each. Ilan kayo? 4? O 20 action. Ano yun? 20 turns pa yun. Mamaya pa yan. Alis na ka ba? Last round daw.
Right.
But-
So,
You wanna consider the how to get there, how long are they open, and then once
Right.
those are met, like it seems to be ideal, it seems that it's an approachable place. Our tip is you wanna talk to the owner or the manager. Tell them what you intend to do. Wag naman yung dadating na lang kayo doon parang flash mob tapos magsaset kayo ng board game bigla.
Parang
Diba? Kasi
parang grade
parang-
school, oh. Reserve. Hindi pwedeng ganun. Hirap yun.
Kasi ang challenge naman doon if that's the route, baka may policy sila na hindi maganda yung experience with other gamers.
oh, I know
so
this
there
story.
May
Mhm.
mga ganong venues
Yeah.
na talagang corporate wide na ganon bawal. Pero alam ko ngayon
I
medyo
know this
nagbabago.
story.
Oo. So, but the point is
And up to now,
uh,
3-4 years later, it's still the same. They still don't allow it.
yes. You don't allow it.
Stigma.
So pero yun nga, we wanna tell them and be upfront. And you'll get weird reactions. Some would just, okay, that's fine. I mean, it's once you have the venue, something that I used to persuade the manager is that I would ask, what are your slow days?
Right.
So on a Wednesday,
Yes.
days that they're not necessarily gonna make money, in essence, you're not also gonna be intrusive of their market. Kasi syempre, board games, matagal laruin. Di ba? So,
Hindi ka alis.
oo, hindi ka alis.
Correct.
Wala yung turnover.
Right.
So if you're playing on the days na wala masyado silang
Heavy.
customer, at least now you're bringing in traffic.
Right.
Para ka nagpa-band or something sa kanila. Pero meron ka rin, I remember a manager asked me,
Story
sir,
time."
hingi po kami ng minimum. Sabi ko, ma'am, hindi kaya ng minimum. Pasensya na po. Kasi hindi namin alam kung ilan ang dadating. One of the things that we always tell people if you're running an open game night is that if you commit to it, you say once a month or twice a month or every week,
Hindi
Kailangan
totoo yung once a
straight.
month. Kahit kailan hindi naging totoo yung once a month sa atin.
So, regardless, if you have enough volunteers, at least isa sa inyo tatao. Kasi may mga days, wala talaga halos dadating. Busy.
Yes, we've
Um,
experienced that.
right.
Correct.
And we tell nga people na, pag busy kayo, edi wala masyadong tao, labas sa mga rulebook, aral ka.
Mm.
Or solo, part ka ng solo
Especially
board
when
gamer
it's raining.
of the Philippines. Labas mo yung solo games. So, yung may mga establishments that will ask for a minimum. Hindi rin ideal yun kasi nga it's very volatile. There are
Right.
days na magugulat na lang tayo, Denmark, di ba? Na sa Coco Hut dati, biglang puno natin. Halos yung buong kalahati ng venue.
Amin yung kukuhat.
Oh, di ba? Parang, grabe ah. Di ba?
And then there will be
May
days it's like me and Ron. What are we gonna do now?
Wala, maglalaro tayo.
Kain.
So, ganun.
Inom.
So, I think those are my
Uy.
general tips for when you have the place. Do talk to the business owners
Right.
and tell them of your intention, tell them of the schedule, and then work it out with the owner. And if they say no, that's fine. You wanna
Yes, there are
find
a lot
it
of other
in a
venues.
sustainable. You wanna find a sustainable place that can be a safe place for you. Yun pala isa pa. Try to find the area once you're inside the place. Try to find the area na people can see you from the outside, but in terms of like security zone, parang it's harder for people to go around your area.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
The
Para
reason
hindi
why is because
natatangay.
it's public.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because this is a public setting, we did experience already. Sobrang ganda nung nilalaro naming Zango. Euro game siya. Talagang intense na intense kami. Ayun. Isang bag ni DJ ang nawala.
Right.
Na ang laman, board games. Yung
Akala
laptop niya,
akala niya ano
A
eh.
whole bag.
Yeah.
Imagine
a
that.
whole bag of board
Secure your
games.
belongings, people.
Mhm.
So yun
So,
lang. If it's in a public
uh,
place, that's something you also want to consider.
That's a good point, no? The one that you said where watch out for people, for establishments asking minimums. Kasi sometimes yung excitement mo na, hey, ito pumayag na sila, magkakaroon na kami ng area where to play, and then they're gonna ask minimum. Sometimes it just doesn't process immediately, no? It just doesn't have that light bulb thing na, wait lang, no? So that was a good point. Baka mapa-oo kayo bigla, hindi nyo mabawi. May minimum kayo na, sir, 5,000 minimum per game. Tapos, hindi kayo umabot. What would happen is in order for you to save face and at the same time continue to meet, ikaw mag-aabono most of the time. And ayaw mo naman ganun yung mangyari,
again,
di ba?
all about sustainability. Kasi nga, you wanna have it consistent. So kung ano lang yung kaya, work with that. Wag ipilit
Right.
din na sa sobrang excited. Tara, ano na natin. Kaya nabuo nga namin yung twice a month eh. Yung every other Friday, every other Thursday. And it really
Every
works.
other,
Especially if busy talaga ang
Right.
manage, then work with what you have. Maganda rin po, sinabi ni DJ, look at the tables.
Wait, this one
Maganda
first.
dapat.
Parking space, yes, especially in small cafes, yung mga small business, no, makikipag-agawan yan. Lalo na kung nasa commercial space, the parking area, people will be parking there also. Sometimes it's gonna be an issue with the other establishment, so be aware of that. And of course, this is one of the most important things that you have to consider. And we kid you not, there were times when Ron and I would go to a restaurant and we're like gonna be, ang ganda ng table na to ah.
That's how you know if you're a board gamer. When you look at tables and you're like, wow,
Pwede tayo
look
dito.
at that table, look at the dimensions, and immediately you get a vision of what board games to be
nasusukat mo
playing.
na yung lapag ng
Visually,
visually.
Kasha site dito ah.
Oh, di ba?
Siyang talisman ko dyan na. Ganun. Like, oy, yung
That's why,
spread ng game. Yeah, kasha
that's
yan.
why I love Coco Hut. That bowling lane table, that was awesome. So disappointed that they actually closed. That was one of the best tables that we could ever have. That long bowling alley. Wait, yeah, lane. That
Yes.
one. And Corix was saying, here's an unpopular opinion. We should standardize for our BG skids. That my wife gave up on that one.
In
Rico.
consideration of
Rico. Push mo yan, bro. Push mo.
Good
You
luck
can try.
if you actually pull
But-
it off.
No,
Good for you.
Balitaan mo kami, what's your excuses, please? We would like to learn.
I would like to learn how you do it. My wife
Sensei.
gave up on that one. All right, wait. Let's read the others. It looks the people are actually contributing. Buti na lang kalaro mismo yung owner. Yan, maganda din yan. Turuan mo na yung owner maglaro.
Yun. Yan, isa
That
yun.
is
Panalo
the
yun.
best way to
Wag
garner
nyo
a
lang
spot.
sobrang kasi minsan masyadong na-enjoy yung owner, nawawala na yung business side. So, kailangan, again,
Yeah.
sustainability is the theme. So, kailangan,
Oh, yeah.
the business needs to make money in order
That's a
for
good thing.
the game group to continuously grow.
And the business to continue. Because if that business shuts down, you have no game group area to play. Right? So,
Yep.
there you go. Venue dapat open sa idea ng board games kasi yung iba ayaw, they
that's
think it's good.
always
That's true.
step one. That's always step one.
Yeah.
Make sure that the
Pag
venue
na-scout nyo
and
na
the
yung
owner.
magandang area, tawag na kayo, or if you're there, tanong na kayo. Show them pictures. Ito yung parang Jehovah's Witness lang. Ito po.
Diba, Dwayne? Ang ganda ng table na itong lapad.
Oh, wait till you go to those warehouses, Wilcon, and you're like, oh, wow,
Ay nako.
One time,
eight-seater.
I know.
one time
I
yun,
know.
the lifetime table that we have here, I had to bring a measuring tape because I measured how big my scythe board was. And I was like, 4x6. Kasha na to. Pwede na to. Anything bigger would be too much. So, those things, right? Of course, Plaza Cafe, large
I
table.
know. Yes.
Pati side
Best
thing,
sandwiches, but they closed.
Yeah, they close too.
Plaza Cafe.
I once went to a Single Origins Osteria in Molito to scout the table. I measured it.
Ganyan, no? Like, yeah, this will do. This will do.
This
You know?
This board
2
is
by
1 cubit,
3.
2 cubits long.
All of a sudden, we became mathematicians with our dimensions and all that. Wow.
Right. See, here's what we've been saying. You're gonna stay there for
Yes.
like 14,
This
15
is
hours. Right?
Hmm,
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, this is how you do it. If you are staying there, make it worthwhile naman dun sa business.
Right.
I am gonna share another anecdote. I experienced this once before. We were playing, and then the manager of the place lumapit sa akin. Sir, kasi ang requirement nila parang you buy a meal. But wala pa pong order yung kalaro ko. And yun nga, apparently, ang order niya iced tea. Nagsimula kami 6 o'clock. 12 o'clock na nun, iced tea. Hindi ka nga makakarenta ng net cafe, di ba? ng 100
tea, right.
pesos ng 6 hours. Parang talagang, sige po, magte-take out na lang po ako ng ako na nahiya dun sa owner. Pero
Yeah.
hindi sustainable yun. Kasi, kumbaga, that's not fair to the business. How do we expect
Yeah.
that to work? Diba?
Yep.
So,
but I like what you did there, no? Instead of embarrassing him, you bite the bullet, right? So that's that's part of it.
He
That's
saw
part of-
my disgust, though. So I'm not
No,
sure
but-
if
Hey, but the reality is
I judged them.
No.
Like,
but
You're
the-
taking care of your iced tea for 4 hours.
I'm,
And you,
I'm
and
trying
you
to
dare ask
salvage
for
this
ice?
idea. But you guys but the thing is, right? When that happens and you're hosting or you're one of the leaders
Oh,
of
yeah.
that
Yeah.
game group, you
No,
have
that's
to
why
take
nga-
that into consideration.
Mhm.
Na it's
Group
it's gonna
discussion.
be part of the risk.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's good,
Yun.
Kio, right? When first meeting, you might want to lay out that's another tip. First, it's not in our list, but that's another tip, right? First meeting or even in your chat groups before you go to the place, you have to agree, guys, we have to support the business, ha. We have to order. We have to do this for them, 'di ba? At least have that agreement para pag dating nyo doon, hindi
Isipin
na
mo
rin
na
kayo
ang
nagkakailangan, 'di ba?
Oo nga.
yeah.
Diba?
Ang
Sabihin mo,
typical
kakain
na
kayo, kakain kayo.
turnover is, diba? Typical na turnover is one hour, 'di ba? Kumain ka 1 hour on average, tapos nakapagpalit na ng customer. So, yun. But
This one's good. This one's good too.
That's a very
consider
good starting
consider
step,
the crowd that you're gonna be bringing, that you're gonna be playing with. Yes, some of
Yes.
the finer establishments have bigger tables, better ambience, better food, but if it will come at the
Yes.
expense of people
Yung
not
example
going
ni
because
Abby,
sabihin
single
nila
origin
mahal.
diba? So
Oh.
alam mong, single origin sa sandwich, pang single origin din ang ang presyohan niyan. Presyo love
Kada
letter
oras
agad
may isang
yun.
piraso kang onion
3
order.
hours.
3-hour sandwich and then 6-hour iced tea
No, but-
na wala ng ice. Puro
But
tea
that's
na
good,
lang.
right? So maganda sa chat
Yes.
groups nyo or sa Facebook
Yeah.
page ninyo, you bring this into consideration, into the topic, guys. Anong average na spending power nyo? Hindi naman siguro nakakahiya yun, di ba? At least, mas nakakahiya
No,
nandun kayo,
no.
tapos hindi nyo man lang kayang bumili, di ba? Hindi, sure, playing board games is fun, but you have
Which
to also
is why,
support.
lagi ko ang sinasabi, find the sustainable rhythm. If ang budget is, yun nga, let's say, you're gonna stay there for 8 to 11. Ilang hours?
May araw na, lumabas ka, palabas na yung araw ulit, di ba? Parang
Diba?
doon, diba? May araw.
So-
paglabas mo, padating na ulit yung bagong araw.
24-hour gaming. Ano yan? Tabletop
Diba?
day.
Wala na yung Ludo. Yung Ludo. Anyway.
Pero yun nga,
Moment
diba?
of silence.
Ang Ludo, syempre alam nila yung yung needs ng gamers. Sila, ang style nila, mag-upsell sila. Diba? Bibentahan nila ulit. O sir, baka gusto niyo po pa ng i-allocate nila. Kaya nare-recoup nila kahit paano at that time. Siyempre, itong mga normal na establishments, hindi sila familiar. But ang tagal ng mga yan. Di ba? Kasama na rin sa explanation niyo yun. I-explain nyo na rin, sir, ito po yung time namin na tagal ng laro namin. So, yes. Schedule and frequency is a very important conversation. Kasi it
Yeah.
decides your budget, your schedule.
Yes. You have to factor
So,
those in.
Yeah.
Choose the more sustainable approach. Gusto natin maglaro in the long run, matagal, for many, many years to come. Guys, we've been playing this game.
4 years.
This hobby
Open game
since
night.
2013.
4 years.
Oo, ang open game night, 4 years na. But the game groups have been started even before that pa.
Right.
So, almost 10 years na pala. O next year, 10 years na yung variable play. So, yes.
Talaga, next year. Dwayne, Ivan, anniversary na pala ng variable play. Dekada na. Oo, Bacon. Bacon dekada.
Big, ano daw nga eh.
Alright.
Big bacon.
Sige, let's move on.
Malaki.
O, next host na
Alright,
natin. Maganda
alright.
yun.
So, we have those. Whose turn is it?
Sa office pa
Wait.
si Ron eh.
Next. Oo nga pala.
So,
Pala. Oh, wait. What's next? Oh, it's me. Okay, so
Alright.
anniversary gone. All right, next tip that we have is learn how to read the crowd that you have, especially when you're
Yeah.
hosting already, right? People are gonna be coming in, no, even if they have pre-listed or you have a chat group or a page, no, people will be coming in. Minsan may mga hatak yan na last minute na bago lang, no, but don't bring out, even if it's your favorite most game of all time.
The bestest.
And the bestest, favoriteest, mostest game. But the crowd right there are all gateway or just coming out of gateway, and you're gonna bring out, let's say TI4, Expanse, or
today we're
no matter
gonna play Power Grid.
Power Grid, right? So learn how to read the crowd, and you do this by asking questions. You ask them, hey, what have you played before? What are the other games na nalaro mo na? They usually say Monopoly, They usually say Scrabble,
Monopoly, it's
right?
about money. Pwedeng power grid.
Pwede, power grid, may money din.
So that's how you actually learn how to read
Never tayo naman yan.
the crowd, no? So there will be people who will just gravitate towards each other when they see that game. Kunyari, Ron comes in with Power Grid, and people who already are far into Gateway, core gamers are like, "Uy, Power Grid, haven't played that for some." They're gonna gravitate towards that person. They're not your problem. They know where they're gonna go. They know what they want to play. They know what they're there for. But most of the time, there are a lot of people who have no idea how this goes, have no idea what other games are. No, so another tip: when you host open game night, most of the time, like 90% of the time, you won't be playing. Or if you'd be playing, you'd also be doing the bookkeeping. Meaning, ikaw rin yung magtuturo, mag-aayos ng lahat, mag-entertain, no? So that's why you have to know what
Latag
game to
mo, turo
la-
mo, ligpit mo.
ligpit mo. Pag nagkamali ka sa rules, kasalanan mo pa rin yun, di ba? So
Kasalanan
anyway,
mo pa.
besides the point. So learn how to bring games na may range kami sa Alabang ng board game group. We have stacks, no? So whenever people come in, tapos sabi nila, "Uy, may in-invite ako, bago lang siya." We have set games na for Gateway, we have set games for medium weight, we have set games for people na core gamers, we have for party games, no? So you learn how to do that. Kasi what would happen is, kung bago lang siya or excited to learn new board games, and then you introduce a game that's totally way over that person's head, two things would happen. Either it would get challenging for that person, or you're gonna lose that person forever. Guess what is the most common thing that normally happens? You lose that person forever from board games. Na trauma eh. And you don't like that, no? Kaya you learn, you ask questions.
Teach Munchkin properly. Yan tuloy, I died on
Oh.
third round.
Yeah, you know, it comes to a point
exactly.
that we also say na mahilig ba kayo na magtaguan, yung maglokohan, ganyan? Okay, we have the perfect game for you. Mahilig ba kayo help each other, magtulungan? Hindi? Okay, the co-op's not for you.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, you want your own point. Yeah.
May mga kutsilyo ba kayo sa bahay na nagagamit yung bukod sa pagkain? Okay, this one's not for you.
Well,
You're gonna fight after that one.
in relation to that, after may comment si DJ about it niya na I think pag
Where is
magsisimula ka
DJ's
nga naman
comment?
ng open game night or open game group, na maganda sana kung meron ka ng selection of games. Pero hindi pa kailangan marami. You can start with what you have. Pero yung idea namin, napansin lang namin, meron kaming, ako personally, I follow this ratio of, ano yung sinabi ko? 10,
30.
30, 60.
Oh man, really? 30?
Parang
Really,
ganun.
you forgot math now, Ron?
So, hindi ko maalala kung ano eh. So, parang 10% are games I like to play. 30%
Right.
of my games are
Gateway.
core gamers.
Oh, right, okay.
Well,
No,
actually,
you said
tama.
gateway.
30% ko is gateway, 60%
Yeah.
is core gamers. So, yung
Right.
10%, yun talaga yung tipo, oh, I love this game. Nobody plays it with me. Ever.
That's
Pero
for
okay
show
lang.
lang. Pan-display lang.
Para sa
Pan-display lang yan. Yeah. It's like,
That's
oh,
that
hey,
story.
you're interested in something new? My favorite game.
Pero yung 30% kasi na gateway, at least kung may healthy selection kayo ng gateway, may flexibility yun. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng gateway ganun kasimple. May mga mas complex din ng mga gateway. So at least if you have a good set of gateway in your collection, if people are interested, story nga ni Denmark, medyo naumay kami sa mga heavy games, palaro naman kami ng mga lighter games. No problem.
Wow, sorry.
Or may
Sorry
bagong
na.
kasama.
Oh, they take that na lang. Take that, diba? Or Neanderthal with poetry, diba?
And-
Like, no.
Another experience that we have, right?
No.
Ron has his own set of games, and he prefers certain games. Javi has a certain set of games, and he prefers certain set of games. I do, And when a person comes in and you ask that person like, what games do you like to play? Oh, wait, I'm gonna call someone. Then you pass that person to someone who has the quote unquote specialty in that department. Right? So Erwin, I miss Erwin, and Erwin always will have this crate that's full of party games, hidden role, hidden movement. So every
Parang
time,
siya yung taga-salo natin ng ano ng
yeah,
big
he's the
group.
first.
ng
He's the first back.
others.
May dumating na big group.
Hey, Erwin.
Erwin pasalo naman 7 sila. Okay.
Okay, sit down here. So
Exactly, yeah.
that's also why it's fun to have this open game night thing. No, you get to learn about the people that you play with. Oh, this is what are the games that they really prefer to play, and this is in their stack. This is in their box, right? So, this is also a good point. You can start small. I think we have to lower the barrier for entry to new board gamers because board games are expensive. Seriously, they
Yes.
are. That's a reality. Our
Yes.
hobby
Not a-
is not a
we're not
cheap hobby.
hiding that.
Not cheap.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Have a semi-dedicated person to handle newbie entertaining. That's what we were saying. Most of the time, you will have to sacrifice your playtime because you are that semi-dedicated guy.
That's you.
Yes.
That's
Actually,
it.
I would like to add,
All 20
yeah,
of you right now.
all of you.
If you cannot point at someone who
You
handles newbie people, that probably is you.
you are probably the newbie, or yourself are the one who's teaching. I want to add to
Go on.
Denmark's and Ron's idea regarding this whole thing. We've always talked about teaching and everyone else, but I would like to talk about the organizers, Mismo, the organizers of these game groups, which maybe each of us could be, and that is accountability. Okay, accountability is very important when it comes to making sure that everybody's safe in
Right.
the group.
Right.
All your items are also safe.
Right.
Everything that happens during that game night, you should take responsibility. Always make sure you're 2 or 3 steps ahead. In case the owners see something wrong, make sure that you were there
right.
to
Good point.
control your
Good
group
point.
as well.
Good
There
point.
are limits to noise levels in almost
Right.
all
Good
public
point.
places.
I wish
So-
Abby was
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Abby has a lot of stories about that one.
Oh, I would love to have Javi back again. But yun nga, having accountability for your group as one of the leads or the organizer himself. Again, you're responsible for the people around you, the people
Right,
who are
right.
with you, and the people who will be with you eventually in that day, including
Yeah.
all of their games. Even though it's not your game, sometimes make sure that you have this open-mindedness, or at least this back of your mind, knowing
that's
that
true.
okay, he brought that game. Sige, every now and then I'll check up on this game to see if it's okay.
Right.
But don't stress yourself out. Like what Denmark and Ron said, how most of the time you won't be playing. You'll be
Right.
making sure that everyone's having fun, and that's the whole point. If no one wants to take accountability, I can assure you, game groups will not form because
Yeah.
every now and then there will be misunderstandings in
Yeah.
the group and also
Correct.
externally with the owners and everything else.
Right.
So someone should stand up. Someone should be
Someone
able
has to
to
damage
to take
control.
the lead. Yes,
Right.
firefighting, damage control. So yeah,
Right.
keep it in mind, guys.
Mhm. I would do. I don't know if Ron notices this one, but before in Coco Hut, whenever I finish playing, I would do around the table. I would be asking, "Kaninong game to? Is this done?" They put it on the side kasi you never know. You never know if it's gonna be picked up by someone you think you know, or
Yeah.
someone goes. So it's the OCD-ness in me that at least just put it out of the table, gives you more space to play, plus it's safe. So good point, Kyo. Those are
Yeah,
the
totally
what else
agree.
are here?
Totally agree.
Be
10%
organized too as
self-love.
well. Yeah.
Correct.
I'm
Ah,
Tapos
y-
may
hindi-
follow-up si Sir Freddy doon. Sa self-love
Kaya
niya.
percentage yan kasi.
Pag dumagdag ka sa isa, may excuse ka nang bumili sa iba para ma-maintain mo. Diba?
And
Percentage,
that
hindi
is
na
a circle of life in the board game.
11%.
No, that's-
Bumili ako para sa akin. Teka lang,
That's how you
11%.
balance the scales.
So, kailangan kong bumili ng mga
Ito pala na itong party game na to.
for
Kulang ako ng
market,
party
tapos-
games.
Yeah, we understand. Maybe yes, this is correct, but we're just at the same time pulling in ideas. No, we're trying to remember how we did it. So, take it how you must, but hopefully those help you when we borrow
Yeah.
games or we play any games. We always do inventories after to make sure. Yeah, that's a good. That's a good tip, right?
Yep.
This is also good. Make sure to let them win para magkaroon ng excitement. Win! That's usually what makes them hook sa game.
Hey, style yan, strategy yan. Nako, if they feel the winning, if they understand why they won,
Yeah,
they'll
they're gonna
keep on
play it
coming
again.
back. Yeah,
Right,
they're gonna play it
right.
again. Yeah, I'm gonna win again. No, you won't, but let's see this time. Diba? Imagine mo if everyone
Cool,
thought
cool,
like
cool,
that.
cool, cool,
That'll be
cool.
fun. That'll be fun.
Yeah, this is also true if you're in BAECON, but most of the time, people that you're gonna be teaching will always be asking you questions about the game. So better na rin na you're playing with
Sumali
them.
ka rin. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sumali ka na.
At
But,
saka
you
ano,
can
in
always stand
an
up and teach
open
other
game night
tables.
setting naman, hindi naman kasing dami ng bacon yan. Baka 5, 7, 8 kayo. So, you'll split into 2 groups. Hindi mo naman, you could be, minsan, pag wala kaming choice, solo kaming magtuturo. So, I'll be part of one game and then I'm
And then
managing
teach the
another.
other.
Oh,
Right?
yung managing the other, lighter game yun. Ipoposisyon mo
How many
talaga na yung
nights?
mental tax mo doon, mababa lang. You know?
Diba?
Tipong, I kick the door! Tapos yan, okay. Ano?
Hey, stop bashing Munchkin. It's a nice game.
Oh, did we mention Munchkin?
Magic.
He said, kick the door. Anyway, that
Pinakita sa
was
amin si Aldrich na bagong kick the door. It's pretty fun. Although, like the tiniest cards, I kid you not. The
funner
card,
than kick the door. Oh.
yeah, pretty cool looking, but whoa, is it like the tiniest cards I've seen ever? Parang yung text ng ano,
Tiny epic doors.
text.
Doors. What else does Tiny Epic need? Doors. All right. Cool.
Okay,
Anyway,
let's go.
that was our ex advice. I don't know what advice we're in because we were throwing in everything at it.
Yes, I think doon na tayo sa ano, sa
Yeah, the
sa
last one.
teaching.
The last one, I know even everyone who's watching will have something to contribute, at least one. So let's have Kio take the lead on this one. Kio, what's our last tip?
All right, how to teach rules. Okay, we've been talking about how to teach rules in many different episodes throughout the years ever since we got together, 2021, 2020. There have been so many comments, so many ways on how to teach rules, and maybe we might reiterate some of them again so that the new viewers will also know. And one of them, I guess, siguro we'll go around table here, Ron, Kio, me, Denmark. So at
Kio,
least,
that's
you know,
you.
That's me. That's me. Anyways, I'm talking to myself in third person. So we'll give each other opinions, even the audience too as well. Please do comment on particular ways that are most effective when teaching certain board games. So let's start with me. I like to teach board games, especially if I've learned the rules and I can explain it properly and easier for everyone so that no one will need to actually hold the rule book. And
That's good. That's
and
good.
I'll be present always to make sure that any question or every technical question can be answered. If I cannot answer it, then that's when I go to the rule book. But generally, I should know the game. Okay, I should be confident enough to I can explain the game in the most layman's of terms. Okay, this happened last BAECON. A good example of that is when Miss Danny came in, and also Abby played with us with the what do you call this, Aris Expedition. There's one rule that actually it's a whole 2 pages, but basic idea there is as long as you touch something on the board, you move your points up, and that's basically it. And then they actually understood it, and then they finished the game full-heartedly. And that's I was proud of myself at one point or another. Like,
Good
hey,
job.
good job, Kia.
Good job.
That's mine. What's yours, Ron?
Cool.
Well, okay, just to add some context, Dwayne pointed out something important. It looks daunting, no? Kasi we're all talking about all of the challenges and the things that you need to set up. However, I think we need to ask the question, why are we doing this in the first place? I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
right? Ano ba yung ano? And it's actually quite fulfilling. It is very enjoyable to share the hobby with more people. And ito yan, sa simula lang siya na ganun. After ma-set up and tumatakbo na, nag-mature na,
Yeah.
nakakapaglaro na yung mga kasama mo, ano lang yan, a few weeks, a few sessions, and then you'll be playing na. And then you'll be coming to the game group, naglalaro na sila. Ikaw na yung,
Pasali.
space pa kayo.
Pasali.
Pasali. Or sila na yung magtuturo sa'yo ng bagong game. Hey, Ron, I have this new
Yeah.
game. You wanna try it out?
Mhm.
Ganon siya. Ikaw lang ang magpapasimula. So,
Correct.
medyo magpapalabang muna tayo. And then after a few sessions, tayo naman yung makakapag-enjoy. So, ganun lang talaga. That's how you grow the community.
Right.
So, going back,
Learn the rule book first.
learn
Know
the
the rule book
Yeah.
first.
At least have a grasp. You grasp the core concepts of the game, right? And you know, if you really cannot understand it, and some rule books are written badly. Hello,
Mhm.
there are a lot of rule books. Some are so vague that there'll be actually rules lawyers is gonna be rules lawyering that vague rule. You know, when all else fails, there's always Rodney. So, but the main idea is get a grasp of the core rules
Yeah.
of the game.
I think,
right?
Especially if you're starting, you might not get this skill right away. It's an acquired skill to be able to teach games well. And
Yes,
um,
practice.
so one of the tips ng shut up and sit down is that you have to rehearse it. So once
Really?
you
Yes.
have,
Yes.
Yeah. malaking
To yourself.
bagay.
To yourself,
Um,
yeah.
So you have to rehearse it. You set up the game yourself. You try to teach
Oh,
it
yeah.
to
Okay.
imaginary
Right.
people.
With your imaginary friends. So,
Yes, with your imaginary friends.
We will not judge.
And um, once you're able to listen to yourself teach and ano naman naintindihan, the next time you do it, mas maganda mo na siya ma-deliver.
correct.
And
And
that's
it gets
what
refined
Denmark says.
every time.
Practice. So, kahit ako, pagka yung mga medyo bago pang games, nagkakaroon pa rin ako ng parang gaps pagdating sa parang I have to look at the rule book ng konti. Oh, okay, I remember now. Right. Pero may mga certain games na talagang, okay, let's go. You wanna learn this? This is how we do this.
Boom.
And
At
then
the same
kasama
time, you're house ruling on the spot. Yeah, that won't work. Yeah, let's change the rule. Do it this way.
So yun
Yeah.
lang, rehearse it, and then if you're learning it something also that's fun about open game nights, pagka wala masyadong tao, kayo lang ng mga core volunteers mo, it's the best time kasi
To
naiintindihan
play.
nila to play
Yeah.
games that you completely have no idea how to play with muna.
Right, I was gonna get to that one.
Ay,
Di ba?
ay,
Parang,
I
guys,
remember
unless-
Ginkopolis ah. Ginkopolis ah.
Pwede ba nating aralin to? Tara. Tapos doon
Ron,
kasi
Ron will come into our game group. Wala masyadong tao, guys. All right, opens his bag, puts down a game that is shrink wrapped. Opens it in front of us. Yes, we're gonna play a new game. Tara, guys, learn it with me. Oh crap, he hasn't learned it.
He didn't go online. He didn't see Rodney. He didn't see Rodney.
Learn it on the
How
spot.
could you?
So unless you have
Thanks.
people who are like
For
core
what?
gamers who can pick up games easily, because some, as you've been playing for a long time, you're gonna pick up mechanics and how you have a vague idea on how what goes. No, you can do those
Oh,
things,
yeah.
but always think about the other person or the people that you will be teaching. Right?
Yes.
Habol ko lang to kay Danilyn. She said to have connection and make them feel welcome, like safe place sila. Sure, they will stay. And they're gonna bring new friends. Yeah, correct. Yung
Yeah.
kanina natin pinag-usapan. That's the best.
Diba?
tuloy mo
They're
sa,
family.
tuloy mo sa sinabi ni Dwayne,
Yeah, fulfilling mag-organize ng OGNs and grow the community. You will get to meet new people that would eventually become good lifelong friends. Volunteer has its own reward, and the reward is more game access and more playmates, also more game time. But I'm gonna go back to this
Happening.
one. I met Ron. Here's our story. Posted for trade game. I think that was my Jamaica. My games that I was looking for was not on the list. Ron messages me and says, "Hey, it's not on your list. You want to trade my Jamaica from my two Dixits?" I'm like, all right, sure. We met up like less than 10 minutes. Met up at Glorieta, change games, and now he's the godson of he's godfather of my son. So, cut the long story short.
He's the godfather of your son. Yes. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we got that.
So, that's how
Hey,
we cut the
yeah.
story short, right? So good lifelong. That's how we met, and
Yep.
that's been a good journey. So yes, you'll be surprised. There are a lot of nice people, great people, who actually play board games, and people who you wouldn't think you'd meet in your entire life, and who are
Mhm.
actually nice, no matter how intimidating they look.
Yeah.
They are
The,
actually really nice.
ganito, diba? The way I met Clint. Clint, if you're watching right now, remember that you sold me your Dracon. We met in
Oh,
ATC.
okay. Oh, really?
We
That's how you
played.
met?
I was looking for Dracon, and then from Dracon I said, "Hey, there's a convention coming up soon. It's called BAECON. I highly suggest you check out the website, the Facebook. You talk to this particular people. Here's the invite. I'll send you, and I'll add you on Facebook." And then next thing you know it, hey Clint, wow, what do you know? It's been years already. We've been
Board
good
game
buddies,
hero.
diba?
Or game
Common
hero.
ground, board
Right.
game hero, diba? I mean,
Yes.
Yun yung exciting. And all right.
diba?
So we have a lot of comments. So let's try to finish our
Go.
inputs and
Yes,
then
yes,
see
yes.
the other comments for this entry. I was searching through my stuff, right? So here's my other tip for learning the rules. Have one of these.
Cheat sheet.
What are
Cheat
these?
sheet.
Cheats. Cheats. So you can get this at Board Game Geek. So just type in
Yes.
the game, and then you scroll down to the files, and then you're gonna see that there are
Yung mga cheat
sheets.
sheet, teaching
right?
guides.
From what I've
Yeah.
learned, this will help you and the people who you're teaching have an easier way to actually refer back to. Kasi the reason why I learned how to do this, it's gonna be a little bit more expensive because you have to print this, laminate this, or just print it, whatever, however you want to do it. But it's gonna cost you more. But what happens is if you do not have this and you do not memorize the rule book, or the game requires you to refer back to the rule book, give it 3 games, 3 or 4 plays, 3 or 4 plays, your rule book will be in shreds. And that's the truth. So this will help you actually, and it most of those rules will be just right here in one sentence instead of 4 paragraphs. Explaining
Diba? It's
everything.
already summarized just for
So
you.
there you go.
Diba?
That will be one of my tips. No, most of my games before, even if you bought the game from me, you're gonna find one of these if need be. And it actually really helps in the teach, and it helps with the rules of the game. So it's like, ano nga ulit yung ginagawa? Like,
Oh, here, go ahead, read it. There you go.
ano yung symbol?
Yep, yeah, there, player aid. There.
Ay,
Ano ulit?
wait.
You need more aid. Defeating aid.
Wait, this is funny. Sabi ni Clint, he invited me to the first BAECON, but
There
you
you
know
go.
what? The first influence was really his girlfriend.
Oh, there's the story behind that. Yes.
The first person to play board games or introduce Clint was actually his girlfriend. And maybe it was serendipity that he met you and he went to BAECON. That's
Yes.
that's how
Diba?
things happen. So
Thank you, Dracon.
thank you, Dracon.
To add-
Thank you,
to add to the-
Jamaica, Dixit.
To add to the rules, no, DJ is one of the best teachers I know.
He has it here.
So, sabi ni DJ, the way I structure how I teach a game, start with the name of the game, short
Ginkopolis.
description, short description of what the game is about, theme or mechanics,
There's
the
the
goal of
last
the
three.
game, how to win, then run through the components, anatomy, and then run through a single round step by step, and then more discussion of side rules as needed.
Right.
So, yun. Yung number 5 niya, single round step, what we call it in the designers is yung turn structure. How does a turn work? And how does a round play out? So, having that as a frame of how you teach, and Ivan, there you go.
Oh wow, yeah. Hey.
Making your own teaching guide does help a lot because you can organize yung ano mo.
The one that I showed you would help. I do this mostly for heavy games. The cheat sheet that will also help you. Weakest kong rules, kahit yan yung role ko sa family namin. Again, hey, we've been doing this for like more than a decade now. We still miss a few rules, and then it will come up.
No one's perfect. No one's perfect. Hey, if you're having a good time naman diba?
You didn't teach us that.
May isa akong tip sa inyo. Pag yung game nyo medyo obscure, na ituro mo ng mali, chances are hindi naman lang malalaro yan ulit eh. So, okay lang yun.
Because it's out of print. It's out of print. Only you have the copy of it.
Let go. It's okay.
As far as you know, you are right. Next game, next.
Yeah, but that's the 5-point, 6-point thing that DJ did. That really would help because I somehow do the same thing. But a few tweaks in there. But basically, that's it. What's the name? What's it about? How you win and what they do to win. Right. That's how you.
Yeah. Yung supporting, if it's a little bit complex, giving them those general ideas how to work towards a winning strategy helps. Kasi at least it gives them a direction to start going into.
Right.
Right. Cool.
No more. No more from you. No more from you.
Yes.
No more tips.
Yeah, but there will be a lot more. There will be a lot more that we haven't said. A lot more new things you're gonna experience. Maybe a few years from now, we're gonna do this again. You can add input your experiences from this new generation.
Questions or things that you have an idea for your game group, feel free to message us. You can message us in Variable Play.
By all means.
And we would love to help you out. I remember the Palawan Tabletop Guild just reached out to us. There's no way for them to visit here as often. So they formed a group, similar blueprint as how we did it. Then they have a game group there. Nauna pa sila mag-reopen ng kanilang tabletop meetup sa atin kasi nga Manila had the lockdowns more rigidly than theirs. So, yun.
Also want to say kudos, good job to the Malabon group, yung Malabon people na they're doing their own convention, right after the pandemic, because syempre Malabon is still Malabon. Mahirap pumunta ng Manila, mahirap pumunta ng ganito. It's somehow also far, at least, di ba? Yung initiative nila to, hey, we have lots, X amount of players here. We're good to have a con. Let's just do a con. Let's have this thing na.
And that's how you grow the community. If we're all trying to just go back to the same sort of cluster, di tayo lang ulit makikita. But if you're able to grow, you as a retailer, you as a store, you as a tabletop gamer, you as an advocate, if you're able to find new people and growth from there, then when we meet up again in a big convention, SMX na yan.
I love the feeling. I love the feeling where before kasi we're just really limited to Alabang, right? Most of the Alabang group just go around that circle, Alabang circle. And you know what Ron was saying, I like the feeling that when you go to BGC someone knows you there because you play the game with them, and they're a staple in BGC. Someone you go to Mandaluyong, someone knows you there because you play the game with them. You go to this
Diba?
place, and it's like, hey, it's a community. People know me.
Like,
I
hey,
know them.
are you Denmark? Can you sign my platform?
No, that's not my point. if they go back to the south naman, oh hey guys, this is so and so. We played. He's from Makati. He's from Mandaluyong. He's from QC. He's from so and so, right? He's from
Yeah.
Laguna. Hey, that's how we grow the community. And the more of us, the more first our own groups, then the world. Cut the long story short.
Actually, a little serious note here is just to wrap up one of the major points we have is that we here in the Variable Play Network, we like to sow the seeds of leadership, which every single one of you, and eventually that's what grows the bulk of the community
Correct.
as leaders and potential leaders like you guys there. You
Correct.
guys can create your own groups, even though you already have your own, and then make it just spread
Yeah.
the word that
3
Be
or
that
4,
lead.
that's a group. 3 or
Yeah.
4, you have your group.
That's
If
it.
you're all leads, that's good. That's all we need. Willing to teach other people who
You're
have
gonna
no
be able
idea.
to invite somebody new. Ang goal lang nga natin dati magkaroon lang tayo ng bagong new gamer sa regular meetup. Masaya na tayo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
So,
imagine
you
more
do
the
that-
excitement, diba, of showing like, hey, he hasn't played this game yet. He hasn't played
Yeah.
this game yet. And everyone will be like, okay, sige, bring this, bring that. And then
You,
you guys will all realize, oh, I haven't played it in years, or I haven't played it in months. Let's play it again. Sure, why not? And then
you
it's a
do
chain
it
reaction.
so often, and it's gonna be bacon 10 kilograms. Or bacon slab. Sobrang laki and big.
Super lucky and big. Oh, man.
Yeah, but that's the goal, right? But what Kio was saying, that usually happens in our game group. I have this new game. Ron, you're gonna love this game. Javi, you're gonna love this game. Clint, you're gonna love this game. It's like, I know someone who's gonna love this game. They play it, and like they love it, and like you grow the community, grow the games,
Yeah.
right? So,
I won't
looking
use
forward.
the term quote unquote you will love this game because if you don't, ako
Dude!
mapapahiya eh. It's much,
No,
much
but
more like,
okay,
hey,
fine.
I'm sure you will appreciate this game.
4 out of
Check it
10,
out.
you're gonna be
This is
right.
nice. Yeah, diba? And then at
But
the end,
if
what do you
it's-
think?
If it's your
It's okay.
regular, if it's your regular group naman, I think you'd
Yeah.
have a good
You know.
idea na of their
Yeah.
preferences.
And only in
Alright.
your personal groups will you.
There's so much
disagree.
more. I think
So
we
much
can
more.
we can really talk about. But I'm super grateful of everybody who stayed. Alam na namin. So pakipost na lang ang inyong mga regular game groups na
Mhm.
na-form in the next few weeks.
In
Let's share
bacon and in variable play, right? So that
Yes.
people will also see.
And,
Message
let's
please.
post it on the groups. Formulate it. And yun, if you need guidance or assistance, just message us, and we
Right.
would be glad to extend our help.
Yeah, we'll be
All
there.
right.
All right.
So, thank you everyone for joining us this week. Keep safe, be welcoming, be supportive,
Play more old
and
games.
play more old games and new games. And
Hey!
Or watching.
thank you for
Okay, guys.
watching.
Hey.
Have a good night.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.